Hello, everyone, and this is Reggie Williams. I do technical analysis. I'm a swing trader, and I do technical analysis on stocks. And because of cryptos being so hot and making a lot of noise, doing a video on crypto also. Charts are charts, doesn't matter what it is. The thing about crypto though, it excuse me, trades for 24 hours. So this information will go invalid very fast, but I'm doing a video anyway, just to show you. We can do different time frames too, but to show you what to look out for and if this is valid or not as far as the movement. Also, again, this is strictly technical analysis. If it comes to like due diligence and research and all that stuff, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing strictly the charts, what the charts say and what the charts does. So on Doggy Coin versus the US dollar. This is currency exchange. And so Doggy Coin against the US dollar. This is the chart. This is the daily chart. So as we see, it's been trading like within a 0.003 and 0.004 of a cent range for quite a while. And then I know Elon Musk tweeted about it. It kind of jumped and then it traded within the range. And then recently, a adult film star is weird how her tweet gave it momentum and Elon. Maybe it's a combination of them both. I don't know, but anyway, and she has a whole bunch of followers, and she tweeted about it, and boom, the stock jumped from 0.004. I mean, it could be other factors too, of course, but all the way up to almost a whole cent. And when it hit that whole cent, people start selling. So this is the second. This was yesterday, and then this is today. Today it jumped all the way up to 1.3 cents, and then came down. Now, as you see, it's outside of the Bollinger Band here. This green line. So this is a moving average. Is way outside of it, which is expected because this hasn't moved like this in a very long forever. Let's look at historically. Let's see what the monthly looks like on this. Yeah, so this is new. So it's only been trading since July. So it's relatively new. It dipped and boom. See, and it broke. It broke. So it was forming a cup and handle. It bypassed the handle and it shot up. So it kind of formed a double top here and then shot up. So let's look at a smaller time frame. Let's look at the 4 hour. So okay, so this is how we're gonna trade this, right? So you probably want to know what's the support and what's the resistance. So we're looking at support of here 0.0085, right? And our secondary support looks like resisted somewhat here. That candlestick, so here 0.007, right? But and you look at our SAR indicator, these two dots on top shows downtrend. So it's trending in a downtrend now on the 4 hour chart. This is the 4 hour chart. And so our resistance is here. Actually made the next one over. Okay, resistance is here at the 1.1 cent mark. And then your second resistance is going to be here at 0.0129 mark, right? And if it actually breaks out, if we're back into a breakout, it needs to break the 1.3, 1.37, 0. 0.0137 mark to be back on a uptrend. So just keep an eye on it. If you look at the SIR indicator, the SRI, excuse me, SRI indicator is late, guys. Sorry, SIR indicator is showing sell off. So it was above this, it was around 80. Some people say around 30, but it was above 80. Shows a huge buying. Once it starts to go south like this, hits this line, it's showing sell off, and it's showing oversold when it gets in this territory down here, overbought when it's in this territory here, and this is kind of your neutral ground. All right, so let's go back and look at our MacD indicator. MacD indicator showed a strong uptrend, and now we're starting to see weakness in the uptrend, so it's heading down. So as of right now, according to the 4-hour chart, it's heading down. Doesn't mean it's going to stay down, but it just shows in the 4-hour chart that we're in a downtrend. There's a big sell-off, but now if you look here, this candle is starting to show strength again, so it's showing hit support here. So we're at support now at the 0.009 mark. So this stuff changes, guys. So right now, this is our new support. It's finding support here with this new candlestick. It wicked down, failed, kind of wicked up, failed, and look, it's heading back up now. So just keep this is Reggie with my technical analysis on Dogecoin, and now let's go to Bitcoin. And the thing about this, to give you my opinion on this, the thing about Dogecoin, um, is very reminded. It reminds me of Tesla and NIO, right? So with Tesla, hang on, so let me walk and chew gum here at the same time. With Tesla, it jumped and it kind of brought the other EV. I mean, the whole space went up, right? And I think Bitcoin's the same thing. Bitcoin's been there, electric vehicles been there, but as now they're getting popular, right? They're starting to move, and also, so we got quite a few things in favor of and to me, this is going to be both rises. This is just my opinion. Both rises are going to be the same. The rise of EV electric vehicles and the rise of cryptocurrency, because it's a young person's game. In my opinion, young people, and also not just young, but also private citizens, retail investors have more power. Before, all this stuff, EVs and cryptocurrencies were kind of held back a bit by institutional lenders, because this institutional investors, because they were usually the old guys and they had a system that worked and made money, and they're not going to change it. Like, I don't blame them. You don't want to change something. It's nice to have a nice new thing, but if the old thing is still working to make you money, you don't want to change it. And I think the fight for that is where keeps us is where we're at now. And so now we have the rise of the retail trader. And so you got things like crypto on the uprise, electric vehicles, Tesla on the uprise. And so Tesla is the big brother to NIO, right? People bought Tesla. Tesla ran up. It was so expensive. People saw NIO was like, oh, a $12 stock. It's an EV. It's coming up. Let me gamble on this because it's cheaper, and and hopefully it'll pay off. Like people gambled on Tesla, and so this is Bitcoin. So Tesla is so to me, Bitcoin is the Tesla, and the NIO we don't know yet, right? We're thinking Doggy maybe. Doggy's making a run for it now. If we get enough celebrities out there, enough people to speak on it, if you get enough um, brokers to actually sponsor it, to offer it, that'll help too. Because PayPal just offered Bitcoin, but Doggy Coin is still, it's still kind of hard to obtain, but it's out there depending on your broker. So I'm drawing the resistant lines here. So this is Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin was trading in this range, broke out, came back down, hit resistance again. So again, this is a 4-hour chart, and so Bitcoin's looking kind of like Doggy Coin a little bit. The chart is looking similar, where it's starting to cool off, right? So it broke 30,000, which is awesome. Kept going to 33,000. It's cooling off now, and it's probably gonna be range bound because remember it did the same thing back here. Range bound, exploded, range bound, exploded, range bound. But this is a bit of a deeper dip, maybe because this candle is so big, right? It's still within inside the candle, which is good. So we're gonna mark that as our resistance also. So it's still inside the candle. And so your next resistance is going to be the top of that huge green candle. So our next resistance for Bitcoin is 34,484. Our support line is going to be our 33,333 line. And so Bitcoin looks like it's still moving, gaining some steam. So it might just be resting now. And I think the first trading day of the year, these things are probably going to explode or sell off. I highly doubt a sell off because people don't trade this like they do stocks. I think people look at this as somewhere to keep your money and you keep it forever and you don't want to sell because it'll never get that level again. I think that's the mentality of crypto traders. So I don't think it's going to sell off as much right now. Like the RSI indicator is showing a sell off, and the MacD is starting to come down a little bit too. And this pattern is starting to show some weakness in the upside. But don't sleep on crypto. So just watch these lines. You can use these support lines as entry points if you're bullish on crypto, right? Or if you're bearish, then we're probably looking like getting back to these levels. But I just don't see that happening. It's gaining too much strength. Look, the volume's a bit choppy though. There's been some selling here and there. If institutional investors get involved with Bitcoin, which right now a lot of them are hesitant, don't believe in it, think it's a joke. But if they get into it, then I highly believe we're going to see a lot more volatility in Bitcoin because they're going to use it. They're going to trade it like stocks, and it'll start selling. You'll see big sell-offs. They'll take their money and run. Compared to a retail investor, they're gonna hold, which is the opposite of the stock market. I think retail investors in the stock market will sell at the smallest dip in fear, and then but institutional investors will hold, and they're investors. So it's kind of a flip of the coin here, and that's where we're at. We're Bitcoin. So this is Reggie with Stock Talk. I do technical analysis on popular stocks. And also, I search the internet every day for chart patterns. And when I find a gem, I do share it. And usually, when I share it, it's time sensitive to the movement of the stock. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get notifications when I drop a video. This is Dredge with Stock Talk. Any questions, leave it in the comment section. If you have a stock you want me to look at and analyze from a technical analysis point of view, check it out. And again, you should not get all your information from one source. It's a big market. There's a lot of information to obtain, and technical analysis is just one part of your due diligence. This is Reggie with Stock Talk. I'll see you on the next video.